Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your May reading. I went ahead pre-shuffle the decks, and I'm going to pull in front of you. Roles can be reversed, and I was going to also say I'm going to use my Halloween deck. I'm probably going to use it again in October, but just so I can use it, which is really basically that. Hope you're doing good, Cancer. We'll find out what's going on with you. Cancer. Here's kind of Cancer. Alright, so we have the Nine of Swords out first. And then we have the Six of Cups. And they're both upright. Some kind of... Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have Three of Pentacles. So it kind of looks like there's some kind of anxiety about someone coming back into someone's life because there was a third party in this collaboration. Is that right? Feeling anxiety. Someone's coming back in. There's a lot of anxiety following it because there was a third party in this collaboration. That's what we're going to be finding out about. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Emperor. And the hell? Okay, I guess I have two. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. I'm supposed to be doing 3 rows, but I'll do 4 for you, Cancer. Doesn't really matter. It's whatever message comes out. So we have the Nine of Swords, the Emperor upright. Then we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Five of Candles. So this is saying there's a hard truth that the Divine Masculine. Oh. There wasn't a future with him, and you dropped the conflict of this. It's almost like you wanted there to be something with him, and you realized that it wasn't going to go anywhere, and so you just dropped it. You dropped the conflict of the expectations of thinking it was going to happen. But then we have the Moon down here, and then we have the Two of Needles. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Needles in reverse. Oh, sorry, the Eight of Swords in reverse. And then we got the Four of Potions. Resentment. Okay, so the Four of Potions in reverse. So this is kind of saying that there were secrets and you were able to see, but you're still holding on to some kind of, it's like some kind of, you're kind of holding on to like even though it doesn't have the card of resentment here, you're still kind of holding on to this, okay? Because there were secrets. You're able to see you were able to see the secrets that came out. You're still kind of holding on to all the negative feelings that are surrounding these secrets. You know, the resentment, and it says that you freeing yourself though from what has happened because too much has happened here. So you went ahead. You're like, screw this. Because this is okay. The eight of swords is like you're going round and round in your head, but you're able to free yourself from this, from everything that's happened. Because it seems like I don't know why they even put it in this lineup, but hey, things are for a reason. All right, so it's like there were secrets. You're able to see these secrets. You're still holding on to them, but you're mentally freeing yourself from what has happened. Okay, it's almost like forgive, but don't forget. Knight of Candles, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Presents, which is awesome. This is a great lineup. Moving fast to a new beginning of something that's going to, the Ace of Pentacles not only is bringing in a new beginning for you, it's something that can be stable, tangible, it's your end-all be-all, and you're moving fastly towards it. The Queen of Cups is ending a cycle of romance. She's working on a victory. Shit, we might just keep those out too. Yeah. Queen of Cups, ending a cycle for romance. She's working on a victory. Yeah, we're keeping those. It's just too great. All right, so let's just focus on what the top of the deck is. It's talking about some kind of stress and anxiety in someone. You don't. It's almost like you don't want this person to come back in your life. You don't want to collaborate with them because there was another person, and definitely was your divine masculine or who you built as you viewed as your counterpart. It was a hard truth that there was not going to be a future with them, and it was only you wanted to just drop the conflict. You just didn't want to deal with this anymore. There's too many secrets. You're able to see all the secrets that the divine masculine was having. You're holding on. You're probably holding on to the anger and resentment because I don't see you holding on to him, and you're able to mentally free yourself finally and of what has happened. You're like, hey, this happened. I shouldn't cause this burden to come and take over my life and everything. It's like this is something he did. Why should I have it control me? And that's when you quickly, after you realize this, you quickly move and you release it. Of course, you quickly move forward to a new beginning, your fulfillment. This Chariot happens quick. This is so much fast energy going on. You're Cancer. It's almost like you're a fire sign. Here you go. Here is your Knight of Wands, and here is your Chariot. Fast moving energy. And if the Knight of Wands doesn't have the energy to sustain the fastness, it sure as fudge the Chariot does. Okay. And then it says that you, who's able to listen to like Spirit's downloads, here you are as the Queen of Cups. You're able to intuitively speak with Spirit, and they're able to help you get downloads, and you're able to love unconditionally and love herself unconditionally. This is someone that's just graduated and is able to tap into that energy. Plus, look at that. That's a water sign. So are you, Cancer. All right. So then you end a cycle by, by being able to acknowledge all this stuff. You listen to Spirit. It helps you realize like, hey, there's not going to be a future with this guy that I think is about my divine masculine. The romantic connection is talking about the masculine and stuff. You end a cycle with that romantic connection, and you start working. And what do you start working on? You start working on your own victory, whatever that is to you, Cancer. And that is why you're receiving a new beginning, and you're receiving your Ten of Pentacles. That's super important. That's where your victory is coming from, is your new beginning and your Ten of Pentacles. Now let's go ahead and see what the rest of the cards say. Real quick, we got Aries, we got Cancer, we got Capricorn. Oh, don't you dare. I am drawing a blank. And Cancer is Chariot. Okay. Okay, it's going to talk a little bit more about what's happened. Okay, so what you thought was your end-all be-all was your Emperor. And roles could be reversed. I say usually divine masculine, divine feminine. You know what I mean? I really don't see either part. Okay, so what you thought was your end-all be-all, here's the Nine of Cups right after that. It's almost like you manifested it in, you received it, but then you realized it wasn't your end-all be-all. You realized that this wasn't going to lead to your end-all be-all, because apparently this person was a player, the King of Wands. And it gave you a lot of anxiety. You definitely don't want this guy to come back in. You definitely don't want to collaborate with him anymore. You're like, he might as well, if he's my real divine masculine, I don't give two shits. I do not want him in my life. He could take his player ways somewhere else. And it caused a lot of resentment. That's what you're holding on to. Here, I'm not taking that. There we go. I'll take that. Okay, so yeah, it shows them right here. The King of Wands, the returning, the Death in reverse. Alright, so what you thought was your end-all be-all, you manifested it in, you didn't think, it's not too happy. Or your end-all be-all, you were able to receive something you manifested, the King of Wands, and he's returning, okay? You thought the King of Wands was your end-all be-all, you manifested him before to come back when this first happened, and he sure as hell is returning, okay? There's a lot of burden surrounding it. You're dropping the burden, and you're going within to heal. Okay, what you thought your end-all be-all, you were able to receive your manifestation, which was the King of Wands, who's a player. He's coming back in. You're dropping the burden, and you're going within to heal. The King of Pentacles, whose emotions is all over the place. So most likely you're dealing with well, if this is just one person, I think we're just talking about one person here, to be honest with you. So he presented himself to be a player. You wanted this player to come back, and he does return, or you dropped the burden of this whole thing. You went within, you healed, and I don't see him being as emotionally stable. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, you can be dealing with a blah 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 Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Okay, and his emotions are all over the place. Okay, watch out for emotional manipulation, which I don't see that's where he's at. I don't know why his emotions are all over the place. Maybe it's because he's heartbroken. Okay. Yeah, he's heartbroken because there's no connection anymore. I don't know what he thought was going to happen if he's being a player. I don't know I don't know what he's thinking here. Okay, there's no joy in this. Like, there's still joy, but it's not the joy that he thought it was going to be. Because everything's blocked for him. Like, you blocked him. He can't have this union with you. You said, hell no. You're dropping the burden of this whole situation. Yeah, you thought someone was going to be your end-all, be-all. You did manifest them in. You did receive them. But it's like, it shows them returning, but you drop the burden of this whole thing. You're like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go within. I'm going to heal. And then I really believe that you're dealing with the earth sign for some reason. His emotions are all over the place. He's heartbroken because he doesn't have this union. There's a little bit of joy when he thinks of you, but he's blocked from this whole union. He's blocked from the union because too much has happened here. 5 of Cups, again, coming out. Too much has happened here to receive a new beginning. This person royally fucked up, Cancer. Okay, it says having the strength to drop the burden because this person was this guy was like the worst manipulation. Like, he presented himself not to be a cheater, not to be a hustler, not to be whatever. Okay, so it says there's no new beginning. You need to have the strength because you're dropping the burden over this manipulative person that you invested in. Okay, like I said, you're still holding on to the resentment that you invested in this person. Like, it's almost like a shock that you're like, and it's understandable that you'd be shocked because he presented himself to be like straightforward, and he wasn't. You know, he was a manipulator. He was a villain. He didn't give two shits about what was going on with you, Cancer. And it's like, right here, you need to drop your guard because this is talking about this 4 of Pentacles. I'm still hung up on that because it's like, you are still, even though the secrets, alright, so even though there were secrets, even though you're able to see the secrets, it's like you still hung on to what the fuck happened to you. And that's understandable, okay? So you free yourself mentally, but you still have a lot of resentment. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just, too much has happened. Like, you free yourself from all the shit that's happened, but you're still holding on. Like, you're almost like, it's almost like a fear. You're afraid it's going to happen again. And what happens when you're afraid it's going to happen again and you don't let go? You're going to manifest it back into your life, okay? And you still can't believe you fucking invested in this guy for your abundance. You're just like, almost shocking that this happened. Okay? Yep, the betrayal came out about it. Betrayal came out. You're just like, what the bleep? Hell no. It was a love connection. It was a real connection. It's validated. You're like, I wish it wasn't. Okay, what else for Cancer, please? Okay, so there's a lot of regret in this connection. But the conflict is being dropped, and it does show that, and it shows that the conflict's being dropped. Yeah. Okay. You want to free yourself from all of this, which is understandable. That's when you start receiving your 10 of Pentacles. You start receiving your justice, okay? So you want to free yourself. You're moving slow. This is weird. Okay, so it literally says this. It says there's a lot of regret in this connection. You're dropping the conflict of it. You decide to free yourself, and when you start to free yourself, it's like, it's like little baby steps towards doing it. But once you do it, that's when you go. This is when Chariot happens again. That's hyperspeed. Okay, because it's almost like you get an idea, and you're like kind of entertaining it a lot in your head, and you're still holding on to it, and you're like, man, this isn't doing nothing but like causing me to stress, causing me a lot of mental turmoil, and you're like, I gotta let this go. I don't know how. You're like, but I'm gonna fucking try. You're doing little things like, as soon as you start thinking of him, and it's hard for you, Cancer, because you're beautiful, you're emotional. In fact, if anybody can express themselves, it's you. So it's like a little bit hard for you to sit there and be like, okay, every time I think about him, I'm gonna think about something else. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna stay busy. I'll hang out with my friends. I'll do whatever it takes. Like, I just need this to stop. This pain is not for me. He's the one that caused it, but I'm the one living with it. And how, like, it's like almost an unbelievable moment that you're like, I'll trust him, and how dare him do this to me? I'm still living in it. Like, you're the only one living in it that you know of. And even if he said, oh my God, I'm upset too, which it kind of shows he does have remorse for what's happened. He is fucked up over the fact that he fucked up, and then he tried coming back to you, and you're like, oh hell no. Like, he's fucked up, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like you don't trust him enough to know he's suffering as much as you are suffering, which, you shouldn't even be suffering because you did nothing wrong. So then once you realize this, you start moving quickly forward. Once you free yourself and you start taking those little steps, shows that you're taking just little steps, that's when it starts fast movement again, like back to back. Remember I showed you that it was the, I'll show you again. Remember I showed you the Knight of Wands and then the Chariot fast? So here it is again. That's when it happens. Once you just take those little baby steps to deciding I'm going to free myself, that's when everything fast starts happening for you. Alright? You're having nostalgic feelings. Why you've been in rest. What the hell are you feeling nostalgic for? For some kind of collaboration. Okay? Could be with anybody. I'm not assuming. Having nostalgic feelings, being in rest for too long, wanting to come together, but there's no equal give and take. Huh? Okay, we'll figure out what this is. No worries. Okay, hold on. This card's important. You're able to see something about a soulmate. You're able to see something about a soulmate. Having nostalgic feelings while you're in rest for a collaboration where there's no give and take. You're able to see something about a soulmate. Okay, nostalgic feelings. Okay, so you're having nostalgic feelings while you're in rest about coming together where there's no give and take. You're able to see something about a soulmate that it wasn't fulfilling. Okay. Oh, it might just be talking about your baby steps. It might be talking about your realization that you did have nostalgic feelings for this person, even though you kicked him out of your life. You were able to see about, because this can also count as third party. They didn't give to you. Okay, and you're able to see this now. Okay, because look, you'll be able to see this pretty good. Okay, so here's a third party, and there's the give and take. Okay, so it's like, here's nostalgic feelings. Okay, so while you're in rest, and I think this is where you're taking the little baby steps, where you're freeing yourself, where you have the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, you're having nostalgic feelings while you're in rest about the third party that he wasn't able to give to you. And here's the Two of Swords. You're able to see now in reverse about a soulmate that this didn't fulfill you. I'm sorry. See how the Ten of Cups was in reverse? Okay. Yeah, the sneaky behavior came out, and the Tower had to fall. Okay. So this is good. Okay. Let's see. All right. So can we see what happens after? Oh yeah, the Tower had to fall because there's too much juggling. Okay. So something had to give. So you were juggling this in your mind. Okay. Here you are now, the Queen of Pentacles. She tried coming out earlier, but she came out in reverse. Queen of Pentacles wasn't offered that fulfillment. So because they were giving it to the third party, your Divine Masculine or whoever, your soulmate, they're saying it's your soulmate. Your soulmate wasn't giving it to you. Because there was a third party, they weren't giving you the fulfillment. They were giving it to a third party. You got clear on this, okay? Okay. We're going to put this deck down. Real quick, do we have enough cards for you to tell me what happens after she quickly moves forward? Do we have any cards left so that you can tell me about what happens after she quickly moves forward? Oh, it's like you glow up, Queen of Wands, After you start quickly moving forward, it's like Cancer, you become like the Queen of Wands. You have a glow up. You're beautiful. Everybody's looking at you. Everybody's desiring you. You get back at your ex literally over the fact that like he offered something to the other person. That's what you realize in your mind. You're like, you have nostalgic feelings. You're thinking back at your person, and that's why you manifest him in. Because there you go, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like when you're able to receive your manifestations. You're manifesting this fucking cheater back in because at first because he's gone, and he sure as shit does come back in. It causes a lot of burden. Okay, so he's coming back. No worries. But while you're sitting here missing him, lying alone in bed, you're like having nostalgic feelings. You're in rest, and you're in rest because there was a third party and he wasn't giving to you. You took that step back from the soulmate, or you were able to see the soulmate didn't fulfill you after all. That's when you had that realization, and you're slowly moving forward, and you're able to see that all the sneaky behavior came out. The tower fell. There's juggling between you and the other person who was going to make you an offer, and you got clear on this. When you went through all these little steps just to free yourself, that realization, you move forward and you glow the fuck up. And women are known for this, Cancer, and for you to do this, like you lit there, and look, here we go, freeing yourself. Yeah, because the work was sloppy. This is something that was fated to happen. This little heartbreak was fated, see, it's in reverse. It was a karmic situation that was fated to come into your life to make you have a glow up, to believe in yourself, to love yourself, and now everybody's looking at you. You could be like attracting like a motherfucker, like more money, more suitors, and this person does come in and wants you back. I'm letting you know right now, they sure as hell do. Cancer. Let's see, anything else for Cancer? Yep, it's like you're almost healed from this. Okay, so here it is in reverse. We always want to see this card. At first, I used to think that this card had like no merit, and now I realize that this card is super important because every time I go through something personally, I want to see the Five of Cups. That means that you're almost out of the woodwork. Like, you've almost dealt with this one emotionally, mentally, physically, not physically, but, energetically. It's almost gone. It is almost gone. And energetically is the most important one because you do not want to pull this person back. Even though you kind of like, looks like he's going to be coming back. Okay, so you're almost done with this, so you're quickly moving forward. There's the Knight of Wands right here. Everything's happening fast for you, Cancer, which is amazing this month. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's moving fast for you for a new beginning. Okay. You're getting that new beginning, like I said earlier. Everything's going to happen fast. Once you're almost done with this, it's happening quick. Okay? Oh, shit. All right, we're going to address something real quick. You're still holding on to something. There's the Four of Pentacles again. And you're still holding on to some resentment for some reason. Like I said earlier, I proved it with the resentment. Here it is right here, the card for resentment, boredom. Resentment is 4 cups. You're still holding on to the resentment. So make sure it's just over a soulmate. Okay? Like I said earlier, you took a step back and you realized that this soulmate, you realized something, you were able to see about a soulmate. See? Able to see about a soulmate. You're still holding, and I said the resentment, you're still holding the resentment for a soulmate, okay? This is almost done. You're moving fastly forward. You're getting a new beginning, but you're still kind of holding on to the resentment for a soulmate, okay? Because the secrets, for some reason, is the thing that's killing you. The moon card again down here. The secrets you're able to see. So you're able to see these secrets, You got to release this, baby girl, baby boy. You got to let this go. Someone was being manipulative to invest with the Divine Feminine, and the betrayal came out on this connection. There's a lot of resentment in this connection, dropping the conflicts. Okay, so here we go. You getting clarity, okay? You need to work on this. You're getting clarity that you need to work on this. Okay, you need to work on this. This is going to destroy you from manifesting a lover back in. You need to let this go. This is almost done. You're quickly moving forward to your new beginning. But they want to emphasize again that you're holding on to the resentment with this connection. There's a lot of secrets, and you need to see clearly. You need to free yourself. Use the truth, the sword of truth, and do the work. That's all they want to say to you, Cancer. You're not getting after this heartbreak. And as soon as you do that, they'll bring you in a connection. They'll bring you in your Ten of Pentacles. They want to give you this. This is written for you to have this. This is something that's destined for you to have. This person is going to be shocking. This person was meant to come in to break you open. You have to heal this, and as soon as you heal this, everything's gonna happen quick for you. Like I told you, I promise you, I will not bullshit you. I will not lie to you. But in order for this to get out of your system, for you to have this, you have to. You're still holding on to the resentment with a soulmate because there's so many secrets. You're able to see clearly. You have to do the work. And what I mean by that is that you got to realize you got to take your responsibility of half of what happened. And what I mean by that is don't come after me. Take responsibility to the way that you reacted to it. Is there anything that was in your control that you could have done? Even if you saw hints of what was going on, that's not your fault. Okay, you saw it when you saw it. You understood it when you did. There was nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with why he didn't choose you, or you weren't the one, or anything like that. You're beautiful. You're loving. Anybody would be happy to be with you, and you just need to understand that you're enough for all of us. Okay, and you're enough for this person too, and he sees that with your glow up. But once you let go of the resentment, you're able to move forward. You're able to complete yourself. That's when things start popping for you. The universe starts working for you. But first, you got to understand that, yeah, because there were secrets in here and there was a betrayal that took place, you got to heal that. You got to do the work, okay? You can't have resentment for this guy and what happened. There's how many men are out there and how many men are going to see you like a queen, and they do, and you realize that. You can't, when you go through your little transformation, they realize what a queen you are. Thank you so much, Cancer.